Zach.
はいはいはいはい。
Zach. Can you hear me, Zach?
お、呼びかけに答える。ん
There you are, Zach.
はい。
Sleeping again? Well, rise and shine. It's time for us to head back out into the chaos.
長いよ。
Isn't that right,
うん。う
Zach?
ん。うん。飛ばしちゃった。早く動かしたいよ。うん。ブレッシングインディーズ。2005年サマー夏。いいね。ルイジアナ州ルカレ。
Zach, it looks like she wants us to join her for
ヨーク
breakfast.
じゃないか。
Perhaps this town's finally starting to warm up to us. Look at that, Zach. She's welcoming us with open arms. She's even willing to share that tasty morsel with us. What an honor.
Hurry up and chow down, mister. Unless you like your breakfast stale.
What an amazing place. I've been on top of the moon since the moment I got here. And the name of this wonderful town, Le Carre, sounds like French to me. But what does it mean?
I'm the chef, David. If you want to know about the town, you'd better ask the concierge. Only amateur chefs flap their gums about stuff that ain't food related.
David Jawara.
Did you hear that, Zach? He's a true professional.
You say something, mister?
No, not to you. I was just talking to Zach.
Zach?
Please don't ask me about Zach. It's a private matter.
If you say so, still. Never thought the FBI would ever come out to a little old town like ours.
I do work for the FBI, but I didn't come here for an investigation. I just happened to stop by on my way to New Orleans.
Never thought there'd be a murder out here either. And it was a 16-year-old kid. Now I tell you, this country's seen better days. What you reckon, mister?
Zach, he's definitely a professional, but it seems like he's also a bit lonesome. That's good. Ambivalence exists everywhere.
Folks say the killer used an axe. Hell of an old-fashioned choice if you ask me.
Actually, Chef David, if you don't mind, I'd like to ask you a few questions about the incident.
But shoot, I ain't the one you ought to be asking, Mr. FBI. I only heard what I heard. But seeing as you're fixing to grill me, I can tell you what I know.
Please do. I appreciate it.
ほうほう。まあ、上から行きましょう。被害者につ
You
い
said the
て。
victim was a 16-year-old. Did you know her?
Well, sure. I reckon the whole town did.
Meaning?
She's Lise Clarkson, the little grandbaby of the Clarkson family.
The Clarkson family?
That's right. You ain't seen they sign on your way in here? The one above that huge cold storage complex. Should have had a dragonfly on it. Anyway, that's the Clarkson family seal. They own most of the land around here, from the sugar plantations right down to the food processing plant. Yeah, I reckon they got a stake in just about everything. They even own the water tower on the edge of town, you know. They're the ones who built up this town, and they still support it.
What do you know about the Clarksons' house?
Now, I ain't got nothing bad to say, but I'm gonna talk straight to you. That family ain't just some gang. They're a whole different kind of beast. They folks with real power. Remnants of the good old boys who shaped America in the early days. Especially the head of the family, P.J. Clarkson.
PJ
He's the kind of
Clarkson.
monster who goes... And I'm sure he's on edge now with his granddaughter getting murdered and all. So don't go barging in with that shiny FBI badge of yours and think you'll be safe or nothing. Things are different down here. So if you plan on sticking around, you best remember that.
I see. I'll keep that in mind. Is the local law enforcement investigating the case?
Shoot, mister, what you think? Now, I told you this ain't no city. We in the bonafide boondocks here. They got to know how to break up fights and keep folks from killing each other when they pissed you off. They sit down and talk it out with you heart to heart, and when that don't work, they just beat your ass. That's the Deep South for you. This murder ain't like that, though. A little kid got killed. A weird way, like something on a TV show. The sheriff's department ain't never seen nothing like this.
ニューオーリンズについて。
Live and Let Die, Angel Heart, and The Pelican Brief, right? 9 out of 10 people will name those titles when you ask them to think of a film set in New Orleans. They're all excellent movies, but to me they lack realism. Due to my line of work, I have a tendency to think deeply about what feels real and what doesn't.
What's your point?
Cat People. That's my point. Cat People. 1982, directed by Paul Schrader. The crowning achievement of Nastasia Kinski, the ultimate muse of the 80s. The most vital element of that movie is the reality it depicts. Leopards who turn into humans have intercourse with humans and turn back into leopards. Then they can only turn back into humans again if they mutilate their lovers.
すげえ話
I
だな
was。awestruck by the sheer reality of it all. Understand? I'm talking about hyper-realism. After watching it, I felt like I just had to experience the world of cat people for myself. That's why I decided to visit New Orleans.
Okay.
Another vital element of cat people is the presence of Malcolm McDowell.
おう、マルコム・マクダベル。
Malcolm McDowell from Blue Thunder. Oh, talk about a masterpiece. Listen carefully, David. Only an amateur would call A Clockwork Orange his best movie.
そうなんだ。
His best movies are Cat People and Blue Thunder.
どっちも知らない。
Period. You need to remember this
見てみたいね。
because it's the truth.
Whatever you say.
なんかこの映画のうんちく邪魔くせえなって今思ってたけど。
So, what's your point again?
Never mind, don't worry about it. I already covered all the important parts.
病気
When you
殺
say
人
it
に
was
つ
like
い
something from a
て。
TV show, what exactly do you mean?
Hey, mister, why do you look so excited, huh? Like a kid asking grandma to read him a fairy tale.
I just can't seem to keep myself away from young women who died in bizarre ways.
Well, I ain't seen it with my own eyes, but folks say they found the body hanging under a bridge on the bayou.
バイユー。橋の
And
下。
under that bridge, there was some kind of
祭壇。
altar.
An altar?
like something they use in black magic. Something horrible.
Voodoo?
Nah. Wasn't nothing like that. Just a weird altar.
That's all?
Oh, and the body was all cut up in pieces, scattered around the altar like.
So she was sacrificed.
That's what the fella who discovered her said, yeah.
Bingo, Zach. This case has got our names all over it.
街での移動手段について。
By the way, Mr. FBI, I ain't seen a car in the parking lot. How'd you get all the way out here, huh? Don't tell me you walked.
Well, that's a very good question. Chef David, you've got a sharp eye. It's true that I didn't park my car in your parking lot. Do you know why?
Can't say I do.
Because it was stolen.
Huh? But you with the FBI, right?
Even FBI cars can be stolen. It could happen after you park your car on the side of the road and go off to do some legwork. When you're eating lunch, when you're watching a movie, when you're asleep at night, when you're buying cigarettes at the local supermarket. Your car can be stolen anywhere. In my case, my car was stolen while I was on my way down here. But no need to worry. I already reported it to the local authorities. And I've also already acquired another mode of transportation.
Another mode?
Want to hear the details?
Not really. But I'll listen if you want me to.
Then please do. After I finished my work in Houston, I flew to New Orleans. Then, I rented a car at the airport. Whenever I visit the West Coast, I always rent a convertible, especially in California. But now I'm in hot and sticky Louisiana. So, I decided on a brand new hybrid car with
a hybrid car?
Oh yes, they're marvelous. Now, in the year 2005, it feels like we finally entered the 21st century. Stomp down on the gas all you want. The engine won't make a sound.
It's silent?
At first, I felt like the landscape was moving. Give it a few more years, and who knows? In a decade or so, I can see it now. 1984. It's famous for being the first. See, I was mesmerized. It even made me wish that, especially the Gunstar spacecraft.
So, yeah, where?
Sorry, I got off topic. I noticed it was missing after. Incidentally, this diner was located at the entrance. I went out to get back in it, but I remembered exactly where I parked it. But when I came back from, in short, and in its place, they.
What?
A skateboard.
A skateboard?
Yes. While I was sliding my lunch into someone was busy replacing my brand new hybrid car with a wooden board attached to. Remarkable, don't you think?
So then how did you.
By riding the skateboard, obviously. No, I couldn't ride the board very well at first. But by the time I hit the 3-mile mark, I'd more or less gotten the hang. By the 10-mile mark, I'd even learned to do a few tricks. It was a journey of self-discovery.
一回だけ乗ったことあるけど、すごい難しかったな。
Not even I knew I had this latent talent sleeping inside me.
This summer's gonna be another hot one. Watch out you don't go getting heat stroke.
The Lise Clarkson case needs us. Don't you think so, Zach? The cat people are what guided us to New Orleans. We should be thanking Malcolm McDowell. Once we get home, let's watch Blue Thunder again. I'm already looking forward to it. Aren't you, Zach? Zach, the searing light. These scents. It's the deep south. That was a fabulous breakfast. You're the world's greatest chef.
早く動かせろや。違う。早く動かさせたい。違うな。早く早く動かしたい。とにかく。
Well, the tea was to die for.
動かさせろか。
But I'd prefer coffee next time. What would a morning be without coffee?
ね、あ、紅茶かなって思ったわ。やった。よくの部屋に戻り事件の情報を整理する。新しいクエスト。はあ、動いた。やったやった。遅い。ダッシュとか。レッドルーム。 まあ、メニューがね。はいはい。とりあえずいいや。あったダッシュ。話しかけれない。ごめん。やべ。ごめん。100ドル。何203ね。違う。こうか。毎回間違うだろうな、これ。スタミナ。そっか。いいね。着替えた。音楽一緒だ。サンルージュ。
Chasing it all over America. But
何これ
I feel like we're finally on the verge of finding something now. Don't you, Zach? I think it's about time we ordered a new briefcase. Yes, I know this one carries a lot of memories, but it's seen too much. This hole's from the shootout in Tucson. And this stain's from Miami. Miami. Now that was a fascinating case. Billy, our perp, cut his own torso right in two. Even with the help of the drugs. A feat like that still requires incredible mental fortitude. I was so impressed that I forgot I'd left my briefcase on the floor. Same floor his blood gushed out onto. I know, Zach, I know. Now isn't the time for a trip down memory lane.
Evidence board start.
An emergent drug that's been on the rise in 4 southern states. Personally, I think it originated right here in Louisiana. And Lise Clarkson's murder must be connected to it somehow.
なんで
The 16-year-old girl who was murdered. Her body was found beneath a bridge over the bayou, along with a strange altar. The powerful man who essentially controls the town of Lucare. And he seems to be more fearsome than your average gangster. I doubt he'll be willing to cooperate with any law enforcement, Zach.
なんか怖い人っぽいよね。
You know, I keep thinking about that movie we stopped to see on our way, The Island, 2005, directed by Michael Bay.
アイランドね。
For a movie being shown at a cinema complex, it was surprisingly artistic. An experimental setting mixed with hard-hitting drama. It was art house sci-fi. That director's going to change the history of art
そうな
house
のかな
films.
よくわかんないな。割と好きだけど、アイランド。
This is another special film that's setting a new standard, just like Star Wars and Blade Runner did. This is a turning point.
まあよくは変な。
You may be witnessing the birth of a vital new word that will soon become a part of film history. Yes, this single movie may be responsible for creating a whole new genre several years down the line, a genre known as island movies. I sure like the sound of that.
Yo. その前になんかいろいろ見たくなるよね、これ
I'm
ね。
very satisfied with the decoration, and it's even got a security bar. It's proof that we're still safe.
一緒だね。スタイリッシュブラウン。 まあまあいいでしょう。ツールボックスね。はい。ゴム弾。今の持ち物が左だな。ゴム弾いっぱい持ってる。まあ別に今はいいか。なるほどね。なんだこれ。パントマイムかみたいな走り方だよ。あ、セーブね。セーブしとくか、一回。ヒゲソロヒゲ。やった。やっぱあった。
Due to the nature of our work, we've had to stay at hotels all over America. But Zach, do you know what I hate most about living out of a hotel? Shower pressure. The shower was invented so that human beings could quickly bathe in large quantities. Yet there are far too many hotels in our nation that have showers. It's an outrage.
ちょっと右上のあのアイコンが気になるな。なんだ？俺が出てくるんだけど。1位は消えないな。
Hey there, chef. What's cooking?
コンシェルジュ
Chef, what are you talking about, sir? I'm the concierge, David.
かっこコンシェルジュ。
I just heard from our chef that you wish to learn the meaning behind our town's name.
Yes, I've gathered that Lucare is French, but does it have any special meaning?
Why, yes, sir, of course it does. A very clear, logical meaning. All names have meanings. Would you like to know what this one means?
Yes, I would.
Jolly good, sir. Then allow me to explain. Lucare means square in French.
Ah. And?
That's it.
That's it?
Yes, that's it, sir. Do take a gander at the town map in the lobby if it fancies you. It's beautiful, valuable,
ゲーム的な、その、
I'm sure you'll
あ
understand.
んま変な形だと大変だから。
Now, please excuse me, sir. If you ever need anything, please don't hesitate to ask.
Did you see that, Zach? That was clearly David. Not a twin, not a split personality, just the work of a true professional. It's bizarre, but I can understand it. Remember what they say, the job makes the man.
はい。なんだよ。
Do you feel that, Zach? Dozens of paintings no one will ever see. The faint scent of tobacco baked into these walls for over a century. Now that's what I call a hotel. Zach, can you see him? His fashion sense is beyond me, but he appears to be a gentleman. Perhaps we should talk to him.
動いてない
Nice tie. Did you buy it here?
何が何だか。
It's been a long time since someone spoke to me. No one these days ever tries to see me.
文眼。
They can see what's far in the distance, but are blind to what's in front of them. No. Maybe they're only pretending not to see. That's what civilized society does to people.
Exactly. Ever since mankind got their hands on civilization, they zoomed away at a frightening speed.
Zoomed away from what?
Don't be a fool. You know the answer. As for me, just call me Hungan.
Hungan. The title given to a leader in a certain religion. Is that what you are?
Do you comprehend the oracle?
The Oracle. Put on your religion hat, Zach. Here we go.
Fell 10 maidens in the shrine of hunger. Find the flying serpent in the ambiguous zero. Dance with the flying serpent, and you will glimpse the other world.
10 maidens and an ambiguous zero. Got it. But what do you mean by other world?
Follow the oracle.
Zach, did you hear all that? Looks like we've already taken our first step into chaos. But such is our duty. We need to accept the chaos, let it inside, then carefully dismantle it piece by piece. And after we've put all the pieces back into their rightful places, the truth will reveal itself. Let's capture the truth and present it with a shiny pair of silver bracelets, Zach.
何なの？まあちょっとなんか面白いね。好きだよ。
Zach, here's another perfect symbol of the human condition. And it's a buffalo hunting trophy. Now that's a
ハン
surprise.
ティングトロフィーって
I've
いう
seen
のこ
several
れ
trophies made out of human skin, but never a buffalo's.
へえ。
Looking at him brings out this strange feeling from within me. Yes, the very same feeling I got
あ、はいはい
2010. It was filled with everything that was missing from the finale. Just talking about it. Let's watch it once we get.
はいはいはい。で、なんだ。マップを見ろっつってたよね。あ、これか。あ、この、すごい構造だね、これ。映画で見る刑務所みたいなさ。
Zach, this is Lucare. I think I'm finally starting to understand what our concierge was trying to say. You can tell this town was built by a very methodical person.
ありがたい。
No, wait. Maybe they just didn't care, and that's why it ended up this
そう
way.
かも。
It's just another symbol of mankind's obsession with molding nature to fit our own rules.
はい。やった。
Zach, what did you think of
Ah.
Hungan's Oracle?
すごいマップが見づらいゲームだったな、そういえば、一作目は。
Despite all the dramatic build-up, it's little more than a childish riddle. Heartwarming, really. Exactly the kind of feeling one gets from the
何の
good
こと
old...
かな。ワックルデク
Now let's start by tracking down those 10 maidens. The Oracle gave us a place and an act. We need to go to the Shrine of Hunger and fell 10 maidens. Now where in this town can one satiate their hunger? The hotel... Alexis's Diner and Lane.
アレクサス。
This is it, Zach. There are even pins and a bowling ball on the sign.
アレクサ反応したわ。
I bet we'll be able to eat some Cajun cuisine and bowl there. Maybe even both at the same time.
やめて。
Nice job, Zach. I knew you'd be able to
ごめんごめん、
find
聞い
it.
てなかった。
Now for the other oracle. There's no flying serpent on this map. Could it be a contrail or perhaps a dragon? I'm sure we'll find out later. First, let's just figure out where we need to go. Do you know what the ambiguous 0 represents? 0 is usually treated as a base number, but under what conditions would a base number be ambiguous? The answer is temperature, Zach. Yes. 0 degrees Fahrenheit is minus 17.7 degrees Celsius, and 0 degrees Celsius is 32 degrees Fahrenheit. You'd be hard-pressed to find a more ambiguous 0 than that.
温度が関係ありそう
The
なの
question
は
is, does our 0 refer to Celsius or Fahrenheit?
Okay.
Clarkson Food Delivery Services Cold Storage Warehouse. That's got to be it. Even with this blazing sun in the sky, they can easily keep the temperature below freezing. Be honest now, Zach. You knew the answer from the very start,
いや
didn't
全然分かってない。
And how about that Hoongan? What a mysterious character. His oracles may end up determining how much time we spend in this town.
Sorry, boss, but this is a smoke-free hotel. If you're dying of smoke, head out the entrance and you'll find a smoking area in the rear parking lot.
Don't tell me.
今度はカッコベルボーイ。
At your service, boss.
Are you good friends with the concierge and the chef?
We work at the same place, yeah. But, I can't really say whether we're good friends with each other. We're all professionals, though. Nothing more, nothing less.
I believe we've struck gold here, Zach. It just screams deep south, actually. No, it doesn't. This is all his charm. So, if I want to smoke, I should go out the entrance and around to the rear parking lot?
Bada bing, bada boom.
バラビンバラボン。
I'll play by your rules.
はいはい。じゃあここからは好きにうろうろする感じかな。操作をこれがクエストが見れて、あ、これマップか。はいはい。やばい、カスタムマーカーを置けるってよ。インディケーターに出て、風船、祭壇、まあいろいろ行ってみてってとこですね。風船、ここか。いいね。で、これだな。ポーチ。アイテムね。マップはいいや、ごめん。ジャーナル。ほーん。今はメインしかないね。あ、下から上に行くんだな。ストライクを取る。うん。パーソナルデータ。スタンプ。あれ、左下に野犬を30匹とか。 なんかいろいろ実績だね。ごめん、なんか切り替えた。インフォメーション、あ、チュートリアルか。はい。
Hey, boss. How can I be of service?
もうなんだこれ、急にドラクエ。1階のトイレ。おお、もう入ったよね。トイレあった。装飾。
Whether it's a restaurant or a hotel, I'm sure you feel the same way, don't you, Zach?
もう大事だよ
Now
な。
this. It might even trump the one we saw in that drug dealer's house in Austin. Remember? The art piece on display in there utilized.
うん？まあまあいいんじゃない？
We always strive to provide our humble buke. Therefore, we
Great.
Exactly.
やった買い物。黄色いのは何？色が違うのはなんだ？日焼け しやすくなる。はあ。
Please don't.
Would you mind if I asked you,
By all means.
do you run this entire hotel all on your own?
Yes, that is correct, sir.
So you, or the three of
Oh, heavens no, sir. The chef, the bellboy.
So the Clarks.
This hotel opened its doors long before the clock.
Impressive.
Indeed. This is probably the only building.
So who's the owner? I simply must know the name of the person who had the...
The owner of this hotel is none other than David Jawad.
なるほどね。各オーナーがいるんだ。
Zach, that's the fourth David. It all makes sense now. It'd be stranger if only the owner was a completely different person. I sincerely hope I get a chance to meet him during my...
If I may, Mr. Morgan, sir, I don't think that's such a good idea.
Why not?
Unfortunately, our owner has a bit of a personality. The three of us here describe him as having a fractured mind.
面白い。やっと外に出てみましょう。